Good morning, dear students of class 9th and 10th. As you know that we were doing chapter session 4, effective communication, and now we have already discussed a solved part of the back exercise. Unsolved part, because you have already, some students have sent it to me and they have got the answers of these questions. And let me tell you that all these questions are given, solved answer are given in the chapter. If you will go through your chapter carefully, you will find all the answers. Yesterday when I sent you a video, I told 9th class students to not to solve these answers because they were not having books with them, and I wanted to convey them actually the area, actually the paragraph or page number, so that it's easy for them to look into book on computer. So that's why, but today I am sending you the answers that where it is located in your book, which I have sent through mobile or WhatsApp. So now you can do it. Even 9th class students can also do it, because these are very small questions, means not a big answer is there. तो आप भी इन्हें समझ सकते हैं और कर सकते हैं. And for 10th class it is very important to practice the answers, how to search the answer in your book, and sometimes how to frame the answers on the basis of your knowledge after reading the chapter. So when you will be getting questions in your board exams, sometimes you have to frame yourself the answers, because all the questions which are there in board classes are not given in the back exercise of the book. So you should be first of all understand the concept of the chapter. Summary of the chapter should be there in your mind, and after that, if any question is there, you should be able to frame the answer in a very concise manner, in a clear manner. So that's why practice was given to you. Now I am giving you the solution. First question is, what are the key factors of effective communication? In your book, 3 factors are given on the first page of the chapter, session 4, effective communication. Heading in blue is given factors of effective communication. This is given on the first page. These factors are content, process, and context. I have gone through the paragraph. When you will be answering these questions, you will be writing at least 2 to 3 sentences from para given for content, process, and context. And here the skill of getting the right answer will be checked, that how you can find out the useful 3 sentences from these paragraphs. तो आप इनको रीड करेंगे केयरफुली. एक एग्जाम्पल मैं आपको दे देता हूँ. इन योर बुक इट इज़ गिवन फैक्टर्स ऑफ इफेक्टिव कम्युनिकेशन. Effective communication is about conveying a message by clearly interpreting the emotions along with the information. This is given as a starting, means you have to enter like answer here that there are 3 factors of effective communication. You can start here with this line. There are 3 factors of effective communication. Number 1 is content, number 2 process, number 3 context. Now you will be writing about content. This refers to, this is I am reading from your book. This refers to the language that has been used in message. We all interpret the meaning of words differently. So simple message can be misunderstood. Some words have different meanings depending on the context, which may confuse at times. To make communication effective, construct proper sentences and use the right words. So here you can choose last line is very important to write. First of all, to make communication effective, construct proper sentence and use the right words. Otherwise this whole paragraph is very easy to understand, so you can write whole paragraph. So here this, when you will be going through content, process and context, everything written in this paragraph is up to point and you can write everything. So it's not a big thing. It will help you in the coming exercise part. So I can tell you that question number 6, why is the content of a message is important? So the same answer means same 3 points, means 3 sentences, these 3 lines we can write for that answer also. So these topics will be reused at so many places, जो बार बार use होंगे, so you can use them again and there will be no need to write them again. Second question, the information being conveyed through the communication should be clear. Explain. When I told you about 7 C's of effective communication, in that area, in that page, on the second page of the chapter, clear was given as first 7 C's point. So this whole point you can give as an answer, that your message should be clear. Now confusion should be there, complex words ना हो उसमें, sentence clear ना हो, confusion ना हो language में. All the things which are mentioned in clear portion of 7 C's is the answer of second question. Now how does one achieve conciseness in communication? So when I am telling you all these things, few students have asked me about the meaning of clear, concise, concrete and correct, coherent and complete or courteous. So meaning of clear is, clear means when the things are clear to you, जिसको हिंदी में हम बोलते हैं स्पष्ट. Concise means summarize. Summarize means जिसमें हम करते हैं कि concise, कि जो हमारा टॉपिक हो वो हमारा बहुत कम शब्दों में बहुत ज़्यादा चीज़ें जिसमें बताई जा सकें, उसे हम कहते हैं कंसाइज. तो जैसे हम कहते हैं समराइज़ करना, तो यहाँ पर उसी को हम कंसाइज कह सकते हैं. तो क्लियर हो गया, कंसाइज हो गया. कंक्रीट. सो कंक्रीट का मीनिंग मैं आपको बता देता हूँ. कंक्रीट मीन्स फैक्टफुल. फैक्टफुल एंड यू कैन से सॉलिड कम्युनिकेशन, जिसमें कुछ फैक्ट्स होते हैं, जो कंक्रीट फैक्ट्स के ऊपर बेस होता है. जैसे जिसको कहते हैं कि जो चीज़ बिल्कुल फैक्टफुली एक चीज़ बताई जाती है और एक बिना किसी फैक्ट के बताई जाती है, तो उनमें फ़र्क होता है. तो करेक्ट. करेक्ट मीन्स यू नो दैट इट शुड बी करेक्ट, ये राइट होनी चाहिए, ठीक होनी चाहिए. कोहेरेंट. कोहेरेंट मीन्स कनेक्शन, कनेक्टेड. कनेक्टेड, इट्स अ राइट वर्ड फॉर इट, connected. That paragraph means words when we are talking to each other, our 2 sentences, 3 sentences, these should be connected with each other, then only it will be logical, तभी इसका कोई तर्क होगा. Complete, it's understood by you, I think complete कि वो एक पूरा होना चाहिए, पूरा जो communication है वो complete होना चाहिए. Then courteous. courteous का meaning है respectful. इसको हम एक word में बोलते हैं respectful. When we deal respectfully with others, it is said courteous. जैसे मैंने आपका एग्जांपल भी बताया था कि जब मैं आपसे बात कर रहा हूँ, तो अगर मैं बीच में डियर स्टूडेंट या आप मुझसे बात करते हैं, आप बोलते हैं सर. सर यूज़ कर रहे हैं बार बार वर्ड, जिसको श्रीमान जी भी बोला जाता है हिंदी में. तो ये चीज़ें हम यूज़ करके अपनी कम्युनिकेशन को थोड़ा कम्युनिकेटिव इफ़ेक्टिव, इसमें इफ़ेक्टिव कम्युनिकेशन के पॉइंट्स ऐड कर सकते हैं, हमारा कम्युनिकेशन इफ़ेक्टिव हो सकता है. Next question is, what are the features of correct communication? अब correct communication, when you go through the 7 C's on the 3rd page of the chapter, correct. This whole paragraph for correct is the answer of it, and it is very clearly written that accuracy is an important element of communication. It avoids miscommunication and mistrust and creates a positive image in the mind of the receiver. अब इसमें क्या है कि कम्युनिकेशन बिल्कुल सही उसमें दिखाई देता है, कुछ गलती नहीं होती और एक पॉजिटिव इमेज जाती है जो यूज़र है, जो सेंडर है, उसकी. करेक्ट लैंग्वेज होनी चाहिए, राइटिंग अगर आप रिटर्न में दे रहे हैं तो करेक्ट स्पेलिंग होनी चाहिए। द फैक्ट्स एंड फिगर्स यूज शुड बी एक्यूरेट, जो फैक्ट्स फिगर्स होते हैं वो एक्यूरेट होने चाहिए, बिल्कुल ठीक होने चाहिए। तो दिस पैराग्राफ इज कंप्लीट एज आंसर। What care should be taken to ensure the completeness of a message? Here also the next is it is given complete. So complete is a clear answer of it, and it is very clearly, I think, understandable when you will go through it. Next question is, why is the content of a message important? I have already told you that in the three factors of effective communication, when I told you that content you have already written on the top, and when some question is answered, when question is asked which is already used as a part of other question, you can use the same for answer of the second question, because that is a part of that question. जब किसी क्वेश्चन का एक हिस्सा किसी और क्वेश्चन का आंसर होता है तो हम उसे अगर दोबारा नहीं लिखते और हमें वो याद है तो वी कैन आंसर इट। तो यही मैं आपको बता रहा था कि अगर आप कोई क्वेश्चन का आंसर फ्रेम करें तो आपको अगर चैप्टर पढ़ा हुआ है, आपको चैप्टर की नॉलेज है, तो आप उसमें से कोई भी आंसर फ्रेम कर सकते हैं। दिस स्किल शुड बी देयर इन आवर 10th क्लास स्टूडेंट्स, our dear 10th class students, in all the subjects. What are the seventh question? What are the benefits of effective communication? On the last page of the chapter, where this 7 series are completing, benefits of effective communications are written. So from these 5 points, you can create 3 sentences at least for each, and most of the these points, 3 sentences are only given, so you can understand it very well. If any confusion will be there, we can talk later on. What are the 7 C's of communication? It is given here, and there is no need to write all these paragraphs over there. You can write one sentence for each, at least one sentence for each, which is given in the as a first line or first 2 sentence with each हेडिंग। व्हेन यू विल गो थ्रू इट, हर हेडिंग के साथ जो पूरा पैराग्राफ दिया हुआ है उसमें से पहले 2 सेंटेंस काफ़ी हैं उस वर्ड को डिस्क्राइब करने के लिए। जैसे करेक्ट को डिस्क्राइब करने के लिए ये 2 सेंटेंस, फर्स्ट सेंटेंस इज ओके, एक्यूरेसी इज़ एन इम्पॉर्टेंट एलिमेंट ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन। इसमें आप सेकंड पॉइंट भी ऐड कर सकते हैं, मतलब जो ऊपर 2 सेंटेंस हैं वो काफ़ी रहेंगे। वेर एवर यू फाइंड इट, यू कैन चेक इट। अदरवाइज I have already told you that if you have understood this question, so many points you have already done in other questions, so the things will be easy for you to learn. Next question is 9th. Write in detail about any 3 principles of communication. Again, 3 principles of communication. You can write any 3 out of these principles, which are 7 C's, and it will be enough. Whichever you think that easy for you to learn, you can choose them and you can write any 3 out of these principles. How does effective communication result in saving time? How this effective communication save your time when you communicate with others? In benefits of effective communication part on the last page, in the last page, benefits effective communication, you can see the first point of it. Effective communication reduces misunderstanding and prevents us from overlooking important information. Overlooking important information को हम समझ सकते हैं कि हम अगर किसी टॉपिक पर बात कर रहे हैं और हम मेन टॉपिक से अलग निकल जाते हैं और मेन टॉपिक को छोड़ देते हैं, तो उससे क्या होता है, उससे क्या होता है कि हमारे जो कन्वर्सेशन में या कम्युनिकेशन में मिसअंडरस्टैंडिंग सी हो जाती है, और उस मिसअंडरस्टैंडिंग को, जो गलती हो गई, जो मिसअंडरस्टैंडिंग हो गई, उसको क्लियर करने के लिए फिर और टाइम स्पेंड करना पड़ता है। तो इसमें दिस सेव्स टाइम, सो इफेक्टिव कम्युनिकेशन रिड्यूसेस मिसअंडरस्टैंडिंग। तो इफेक्टिव कम्युनिकेशन अगर आप करते हैं तो उससे आपकी मिसअंडरस्टैंडिंग नहीं होगी और प्रिवेंट करेगा ये आपको ओवरलुकिंग इम्पॉर्टेंट इंफॉर्मेशन। इसके लिए हम एक और यूज़ कर सकते हैं वर्ड, फ्रॉम डेविएटिंग फ्रॉम आवर आइडिया, मतलब अपने आइडिया से डेविएट नहीं करते हम। तो अगर आप उस तरीके से इसको याद करना चाहते हैं तो वो भी कर सकते हैं, अदरवाइज़ ये सेंटेंस बिल्कुल क्लियर है। ओवरलुकिंग इम्पॉर्टेंट इन्फॉर्मेशन, दिस सेव्स टाइम्स as situations can be understood accurately. When communication is accurate and it is being conveyed very well, तो उसमें टाइम स्पेंड नहीं होगा ज़्यादा और चीज़ें क्लियर नहीं करनी पड़ेगी। इट कैन ऑल्सो प्रोटेक्ट पीपल फ्रॉम एम्बेरसमेंट और awkwardness because of the wrong assumption. Suppose we are talking on a topic और उससे कुछ ऐसी गलतफहमी पैदा हो जाए जिससे उस चीज़ का, उस कम्युनिकेशन का मतलब ही चेंज हो जाए, तो उस केस में हमें बहुत अवेकवर्ड लगेगा, हमें थोड़ा अजीब लगेगा और उससे थोड़ी एम्बेरसमेंट भी रहेगी कि मैं कहना कुछ चाह रहा था लेकिन उसको कुछ और समझा गया। तो उससे वो रॉन्ग एजम्पशन नहीं होंगे, रॉन्ग अंदाज़ा नहीं लगाएगा कोई कि दैट व्हाट वाज द communication and what was the meaning of it, what was the purpose of it. So you can write this first point completely for the answer of 10th question. So these were the unsolved question. Now comes application based question. So these are the questions which will show your skill in solving some problem. Here some problems are given and you have to give the solution of it. First situation is given, Poonam has made a chart and a poster on Earth Day to be displayed in the class. There are a lot of spelling mistakes in both. Will her communication be effective? पहले तो हमें इसका जवाब देना है कि क्या ये कम्युनिकेशन इफेक्टिव रहेगा अगर उसके पोस्टर में बहुत स्पेलिंग्स गलत हैं। What advice will you give to her? तो आप इसका आंसर ये दे सकते हैं कि इसमें जो इफ़ेक्टिव कम्युनिकेशन का पार्ट होता है, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल द कम्युनिकेशन बाय द दिस पोस्टर विल नॉट बी इफेक्टिव बिकॉज ऑफ द स्पेलिंग मिस्टेक्स। सो मैनी थिंग्स विल बी मिसअंडरस्टूड और मे नॉट बी अंडरस्टूड एट ऑल। वो मिसअंडरस्टूड होंगी या अंडरस्टूड ही नहीं कर पाएगा कोई, क्योंकि वो स्पेलिंग मिस्टेक्स हैं। एंड व्हाट एडवाइस विल यू गिव हर? दैट one part of our effective communication is that whatever we are giving in written, because poster is written, so whatever we are giving in written to somebody or we are showing somewhere, all the spellings should be correct, it should be rechecked and it should be correct and no confusing words should be used in it and it should be taken care of very well. And when you writing and say punctuations, commas and everything, all these things should be written very carefully. So these you can add as your answer in your answer of the exercise. Now comes Deepak has done a project developments in idea space programs for which he has collected information from the books and the internet. How can we make sure that his project report is concrete and credible? So whenever we are using, so अब इसमें क्वेश्चन क्या है कि दीपक ने एक डेवलपमेंट ऑफ स्पेस प्रोग्राम इन इंडिया पर एक प्रोजेक्ट बनाया। अब जब ऐसा प्रोजेक्ट बनता है तो वो बहुत चीज़ें कलेक्ट करनी पड़ती हैं हमें इंटरनेट से। अब इसमें क्वेश्चन क्या है कि हाउ कैन वी मेक श्योर दैट हिज प्रोजेक्ट रिपोर्ट इज़ कंक्रीट एंड क्रेडिबल, कि उसकी जो रिपोर्ट है वो कंक्रीट है यानी कि फैक्टफुल है, बेस्ड ऑन फैक्ट है, और क्रेडिबल है, दैट मीन्स द फैक्ट्स विच आर बीन शोन इन द प्रोजेक्ट आर क्रेडिबल, मीन्स वो विश्वसनीय है, वो ठीक है। सो हियर यू कैन रेफर टू द इफेक्टिव द 7 C's among one principle of effective communication, that is 7 C's, that is concrete. Now if the things will be concrete or based on the facts, it should be checked that facts are correct. For that he can refer to, Deepak can refer to the internet, that whatever facts he is collecting from the internet, these are from some quality website, from a authorized website which is giving the right data. So because this is a case of space programs, so many times Indian space programs are being launched. So whenever these are launched, these all are given on the websites of the government and other important websites or other quality websites. So if we are getting data from books or internet, it should be correct and it should be taken from right books. It's not there when you are working on a high class or 10th class work, 10th class project, and you are going through some just a newspaper or some stories and you are getting data from there. So concrete data should be there from right sources, and it should be only then it will be credible. Next question is, a team of student delegates from your school is going to interact with a team of students and teachers from abroad. आपके स्कूल की एक बच्चों की टीम है जो बाहर के विदेश से आए हुए किसी स्कूल के टीचर्स और उनकी टीम से बात कर रही है. What are the important points that should keep in mind to ensure that their behavior towards the guest team is courteous? हमें क्या ऐसा ध्यान रखना चाहिए कि जब हमारे देश के बच्चे या टीचर्स दूसरे देश से आए हुए बच्चे और टीचर से बात कर रहे हैं तो उनका आपस में जो बिहेवियर है वो हमारी तरफ से जो वो कर्टियस हो, रिस्पेक्टफुल हो. कर्टियस मीन्स रिस्पेक्टफुल, आदर सूचक शब्दों का प्रयोग होना चाहिए, यानी कि हमें अच्छे से इस चीज़ का ध्यान रखना चाहिए. इसमें एक बहुत इम्पॉर्टेंट चीज़ आती है कि व्हेन एवर वी आर टॉकिंग टू समवन, we should take care when we go through the factors of effective communication. We have seen content कि हमारी लैंग्वेज ठीक हो, प्रोसेस मीन्स हमारा बात करने का तरीका ठीक हो, जेस्चर ठीक हो, बॉडी लैंग्वेज ठीक हो, ये सब उसमें आया. थर्ड पॉइंट था कंटेक्स्ट. कंटेक्स्ट में व्हेन यू विल बी गोइंग थ्रू द कंटेक्स्ट दैट व्हेन वी आर रेफरिंग टू, वी आर टॉकिंग टू सम अदर पीपल और वी आर टॉकिंग टू पर्सन फ्रॉम सम अदर कल्चर, that we should first of all take care that we are not making any comment on others' culture, others' religion or others' way of living. So these things are first of all should be taken care of. And other thing is that all the time when we are talking to our elders or youngers, it's not like that when we are talking to our elders only, then only we will be using this respectful words or dear or like that, and we will be using courteous words. Even if we are talking to our youngers, we should use courteous words. हमें सभी से ही सम्मान से बात करनी चाहिए. Only then it will be a effective communication. It will be an effective communication. So here you can write 3-4 points which are mentioned in context part of factors of effective communication. Earlier also we have gone through these things that when we are talking to a public, when we are talking in a public area, we should be very careful that we are not making any comment on any other language or religion or country, about any language or any culture or any dress style, so anything. Because when somebody is coming from other countries, they will be in different looking, or because their way of style is different, their language is different. So we should not make fun of that, and we should respect all the cultures and everybody who is coming in our touch when we are communicating with that person. So from this thing we can write 3 or 4 sentences about this third third question. So students, you can understand that how the questions will be asked from you in board class paper. So you should be very careful when you are going through the chapter. The things should be very much clear to you. If any problem occurs, if any problem is there regarding any word, regarding anything, you should talk to me. I'll be trying my best to solve your problems. And please, when you are reading the book, I have sent to you through mobile also, please go through the recap part, because recap part will give you a summary of the chapter. in a very concise manner. Everything is in detail is given, means in detail means all the parts, all the things which we have covered in the chapter. So thank you very much for listening carefully to this video, and I hope that you have understood this chapter very well. And now class 9th students also can search for these answers, but it's up to them. If they want to give it a try, अगर वो इसे आंसर देना चाहते हैं तो they can do it. It will increase their capacity of reading and studying and getting the idea of framing answers. लेकिन जो 10th क्लास के स्टूडेंट्स हैं वो इसे ज़रूर करेंगे, ये उनके लिए तो ज़रूरी है. 9th क्लास के स्टूडेंट्स जो करना चाहते हैं या जो आसानी से कर सकते हैं वो इसे ज़रूर करें. So thank you very much. With this we are ending this session. Next time, for next online class, we will meet again with other session. So take care till then and take care of yourself. Thank you very much.